Hello friends, this is your daily Fillup. In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to draw Goku from Dragon Ball Z, and I'm going to teach you some master level secrets that are going to make you so much better at drawing. So stick around. So if you've ever wanted to depict one of your favorite battles from Dragon Ball Z, or even just impress your friends with an awesome drawing, this is going to help you out a lot. And I'm going to explain some insights into the industry and into the advanced stuff that you really don't hear covered on YouTube too much. So let's get right into it, and I'll be narrating as we go. You can always go ahead and do the head shape first, which a lot of artists recommend because it sets the groundwork for you before you're going to get into the character. So say you get a nice head shape like this first, even, you can even go like skeletal, stick figure. Say this would be the neck, the shoulders that come out to there. A great resource to get is one of those posable wooden dolls, which a lot of artists swear by, especially when they're getting started. So again, there's a lot of different ways to do this, to measure out where the eyes would be, where the nose would be and whatnot. And I can do a whole another video on this another time if you guys want, but again, it's just sort of a nice way you can measure out where all those assets, I'll call them, all those assets would be when you're drawing them. As you can see, I kind of just reverse engineered it there, and there's our boy once again, right? So anyways, alright guys, so we're going to get right into this. You'll notice with Toriyama style that his eyes with his characters, they tend to be a very similar shape. Now that I think is a good thing. It makes it very easy to sort of replicate what's going on with his characters. You'll find they mostly have this nice angular sort of shape to them, which is good. And we'll talk about it more as we go. General advice with drawing, you want to move fast. You don't really want to get bogged down, slow yourself down, stuff like that with these sort of things. Okay, so they have that bell shape. This sort of stylistic thing that he does with the eyes is cool, makes it unique. I'm going to draw like a happy version of Goku because that's really how I picture him. I mean, he's always laughing and loving life, even in the midst of danger. That's why we all like him, right? But anyway, yeah, Toriyama style really has I really enjoy it. I think it has a whimsical sort of otherworldly feel to it that really takes you away, whether it's Chrono from Chrono Trigger, or of course Goku, etc, etc. The characters are really stay with you, I feel, and they have a unique way of doing it. His like very geometric look, as you can see, it's good for you because it kind of helps you to be able to emulate it and like replicate it very well. You'll notice I measure where the ears are, sort of with the eyes. Now keep in mind his head is slightly tilted back, slightly tilted back from this pose, so the ears will change their height, of course. So now I'm just doing some basic hair here. Depending on what age Goku is, I find his hair is always kind of doing different stuff. So you don't really have any restrictions what you want to do with his hair, to be honest. Now keep in mind, these guys in Dragon Ball Z, they are bodybuilders, man. They got some big necks, is what I'm saying. These guys are Super Saiyans. They got some massive traps. If you don't know your basic anatomy, that's something else I'll go over in a different video. But yeah, I mean, with Goku, again, his hair tends to change a little bit depending on his age, depending on his transformation. Of course, the famous Super Saiyan, has its own whole thing to it. So, because I don't know about you guys, but who didn't dream of transforming into the legendary Super Saiyan as a kid? Sometimes you get these little hairs that stick out in some of the older pictures, particularly Dragon Ball. Toriyama puts a hair out there, so it all depends on what you're doing or what age he's at. But for me, you know, I tend to get away with something somewhere in between. You know, he tends to have a few hairs on each side like that. Now, as far as his outfit goes, he can do a number of things. I'm thinking here, you know, maybe he's been through a battle. As you know, he's always kind of war-torn, stuff like that. Again, basic anatomy we can get into at a later time. But yeah, again, these guys are big. You may not notice it, but they are pretty massive as far as their arms go, as far as their chest go and stuff, which is cool. Definitely inspire me to train. So we won't go too deep into it, like I said, but again, the geometric nature of these characters is really gonna help you out. Even the bicep here, you can tell it's sort of almost like a diamond crystal-esque shape there, which will really help you just sort of map everything out. Alright, so even if you don't use that per se, you can kind of use that exaggerated shape to map out your muscles. Alright, so even if it's not there like that, you kind of just picture it. So yeah, okay, there's a bicep going forward. So we were doing an angry version, and to explain how the eyes work consistently here. Still actually have that bell shape that we were talking about earlier, even when you're drawing this angry, you know, possibly Super Saiyan version of Goku. You'll find even in this quick sketch for you guys that they still have the same shape. Even in, you know, his squinted angry phase. Look, if we were to still draw up, it would still keep that bell shape that we had for the happy version. So anyway, yeah, I do like the Super Saiyan version. I think it's really another unique aspect of the story. I think it's cool how it's both an evolution and a degradation of the character. A good thing to do is just to even go on Google Images, and don't think it's bad to, some people say it's cheating to use a reference or something like that. That is the opposite. You would really want to use references. I mean, picture if you were locked in a room your entire life with nothing to look at or observe, you wouldn't get very good at drawing. So don't view it as cheating, view it as learning, and you know, just don't claim the work as your own or anything like that. But that's a whole different thing. It's called appropriation. But yeah, just kind of immerse yourself in the art and really you know, get to know the style and how it works. If you're doing the Super Saiyan look for him, you'll notice the hair is slightly different, especially on the sides, not so much on the top. But you'll notice his hair on the sides, it has more of a coming up spiked look to it. The neck again would be similar. The traps, even if you're drawing him at a slight angle like this. But yeah, again, just kind of immerse yourself in the art and always be observing. Again, the great thing about this geometric style is that you can always just kind of observe around you, and you can actually look at Toriyama's other iterations, like Dragon Quest is a great one. He sort of has these trope main characters and supporting cast, like, you know, a Bulma, a Goku, a Krillin, stuff like that in all these games or shows. So you can kind of go through and always compare and contrast to his different styles, which is cool and very useful. And again, if you were drawing Goku at an earlier stage in his life, he wouldn't be so muscular. So yeah, even as I just do this really rough sketch, you just get that basic idea. And yeah, you guys let me know in the comments. I'll do a more advanced version of this. He almost looks like a Ninja Turtle there. I'll even do a more advanced version of this if you guys want it. Just say the word. But again, yeah, just a very basic, really simple version here, guys. If you want more, I'll do more. But that's your basic Goku. Thank you, friends. I hope that was very helpful to you. If you want to see more videos like this, even on Goku, Make sure to subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comments. Like this video so I know it went over well and you guys want to see more. And yeah, feel free to ask me anything. And if you have a particularly great question, I'll just make a new video on it. So thank you so much, guys, and make sure to stick around and see my other stuff. I also do fitness, martial arts, video games, and a whole slew of other fun things to teach you guys the little that I know. So keep watching. Thank you so much, and you have an awesome day. Keep smiling.